What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D, and this is D's Daily DD. Back at you for another one. Let's get to it. First thing, first things first. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Don't take it as that. Take it for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only. Just an informational video. All of these are my thoughts and opinions from research that I have done, and I'm just presenting public data to you and giving you my opinion. All right, that's all this is. But remember, we got some key things. I know there's a lot of apes holding on to AMC, and I have confirmed that again, and I will show you that right now when we get to it. But guys, I am, I know the price action has been low, has been beaten down by the shorts, and they're not giving in yet. But I think they're in a really, really bad position right now, and I'm going to explain to you why. I just don't see what their outlook is. I don't understand, right? Because AMC is sitting in a pretty good spot, and with all the developments, the news that has come out in the past few days, I think we are in an awesome position to start making some moves, back to the upside. Now, I think a lot of the pressure, the selling pressure, is also coming from the overall economy and the situation we're in right now, where people are stressed out for money, holidays, and whatnot. Okay, but I still have full confidence that the apes have not left, and I have proof of that. Like I said, I'm gonna show you right now, my proof and what happened. So I really don't want to use too much time on the intro right now. I just want to make this a quick update. I am gonna go watch Avatar 2 tomorrow morning. I got a daytime ticket with a friend, so I'm gonna go check that out and see what's going on. But I think this movie is gonna bring in some serious sales. I think this movie is gonna really bring some trouble to the shorts, and that's probably why they're beating the price down as much as they can. But in my opinion, right, like AMC is worth way more than what it's at, so I'm definitely not selling, and I'm willing to continue to hold my shares. All right, guys. So yeah, shout out to all the AMC apes out there, the AMC family, retail investors. There's been a lot of fraud, in my opinion, a lot of corruption lately, especially what happened with MMTLP and MMAT, and there's still a lot going on with that. But right now, I want to focus on AMC because I really have some crucial things that I think will make a difference here coming up soon. Okay, guys, so let's jump to it. Let's get to it, and let me know down in the chat if you're gonna go see Avatar 2. If you're excited to go check it out, right? It drops. Well, there's early screenings today, and it's gonna be in theaters tomorrow. All right, guys, let's go, because I really want to talk about this information up here, up over here. So first off, we're just gonna go left to right. I kind of lined these up for y'all, so let's get to it. So Avatar: The Way of Water looks like to dive in with $500 million plus global opening weekend box office preview. So they're estimating, right, just for the weekend, they're gonna do around 525 million in sales. We could beat it. This is our chance. We just need to show up, and because the shorts cannot manipulate people going to the theaters and buying popcorn and watching the movies and helping AMC's sales and whatnot. The shorts can't do anything about that, right? All right, so next, right here we got the cost to borrow. I just want to touch on this because they have definitely been active. They've been moving shares around, as you can see here. You can see they're from the past few days. This is from today, but past few days, at one point they had 550,000. It dropped down to 70,000, dropped down to 3,600. So they've been moving them around, and I think it has to do with the FTX thing, right? They're just trying to kind of scramble and cover the borrows that they need to, or whatever. So right now, currently we're at 20.2% cost to borrow and less shares to borrow. Right now it's showing around 350,000. Now, the thing is that the government just raised rates half a basis point. So every single time this, that has happened, a couple weeks later, the cost to borrow shoots up. All right, so I'm expecting this to start moving back up again, as long as the apes continue to hold, right? As long as we don't give our shares to the short sellers or whoever needs them, right? So next, there's nothing really bullish on the charts per se that is saying, all right, we're about to skyrocket. So I'm not going to really spend too much time here, but what I do want to point out, right, is AMC's at 555 right now, currently at this recording. But when you look at Cinemark, this piece of shit's at 1143. That has no real support that I know of. Nothing like the apes, nothing like the retail investors that, go and buy. No, I don't hear of anybody buying C&K shares, and I believe they're going bankrupt. So That doesn't make sense to me. And then you have IMAX that is at $15 a share. Okay. So that's really weird to me because, AMC is the number one supported theater, um, has a whole movement behind them. So just want to say those prices at all just don't make sense to me. Okay. Next. So I noticed yesterday, right, that, uh, right here, that this article came out that was saying, the AMC said there is over 10 million AMC stub members, right? According to the release from the company. Now, we haven't gotten an update in a long time of how many shareholders there are, but the last time we got some kind of update, which was a while ago, we supposedly had around 4 million shareholders, AMC shareholders, right? So I put this up on Twitter and it got massive attention. It got a lot of action, and there's a lot of opinions here, whatnot. But some people say there's more, some people say there's less. Nobody knows the true number of shareholders. It's because nobody knows anything except the market makers. They can pretty much do anything, whatever they say, right? According to Mully, go down. I remember making a side comment on Q2 earnings that were still 4 million retail investors. He never addressed it formally like the past earnings call. No one asked the question. Q&A portion, to my knowledge, would be great to get an update. Yes, and I agree. Would be great to get an update on this, like especially right now where we're at. Okay, so 4 shots of espresso, keep me going. Shout out to my coffee lovers out there. More than 4 million. Some of us live on a pension and can't go to every movie, but I did go see Top Gun. Happy to be an AMC Stubs member. AA said 4 million. How many new investors did you bring to the table? If we each brought 4, that's 16 million. All right, so here's the proof I'm saying that I know, because of all these comments, all the interaction, the engagement, I know that the apes have not left. And these are all apes. Look, I mean, who else would like this post, right? But most of them have AMC in their, bio and whatnot, or picture. So you can't convince me, right, that people have sold off. In my opinion, the price action is totally controlled and totally corrupted and totally manipulated, right? In my opinion. So you have all these apes showing, that they're still here. So I want to point that out, right? So back to this. So they're saying there's 10 million. I'm not saying there's 10 million shareholders. I'm just saying there's 10 million AMC stub members, right? So now let me read this part to you to kind of show you what I'm getting at. Must be. So in order to apply for the credit card, all right, which I already got on the wait list. It hasn't been released. It's going to be released in January, but you can get on the wait list right now. But look at this. Must be an AMC Stubs loyalty member to apply for the AMC Visa credit card and earn rewards, right? So if you want to apply, if you're a shareholder, if you want to apply for the credit card, you have to sign up for the AMC Stubs if you haven't already. So, and then what, I know everybody talked about it yesterday, but I don't think they pointed out that new cardholder incentive offer has maximum value of $50 delivered in AMC entertainment card bonus bucks. A-list and A-list premium members can redeem for tickets for up to $50 in concessions. Insiders can only redeem up to $50 in concessions. 50 bonus bucks will be delivered to the AMC Stubs member following the monthly account statement that includes the qualifying transaction in which the cardholder has spent a total of 50 or more on the account, and that expires 90 days after the issuance. So they're doing a promo, right? If you get the card and you spend 50 bucks, you're going to get 50 bucks for free. But the important thing is, maybe this is, just a theory, just like, what if this is another way, right, to prove that there is a lot of shareholders that, if all the shareholders were to actually sign up for the Stubs member, you could get a real number of, in theory of how many shareholders there are. That would be kind of a count, all right? I don't know if Adam Aaron's going to do that or not. I don't know if that's his plan, but just saying, like, because of this, that you have to sign up for the program in order to get the credit card, then you have that, right? And Adam Aaron has been just tweeting, not necessarily giving us any information on APE or AMC or the price or anything, but it seems like he's giving us some clues, right? So he's been talking about the countdown. It has more than a breathtaking 100,000 US showtimes, and 10 million seats again. 10 million seats. So I just think it's very, interesting that he's using these specific numbers, especially because he knows that the apes have talked about, like, not that he's talking about this, but right, the apes have said, oh, AMC price can go up to 100,000 or whatever, right? Whatever price target they're thinking. Informing us about the movie, the Visa card, and then he tweeted this: "The time has come," 7 hours ago. "Some 13 years after the original was the biggest movie of all time. Avatar: The Way of Water opens this weekend with early screenings tonight. Retweet this if you can say I am seeing Avatar at AMC." So that's what's interesting to me. And then, all right, the last thing is, I didn't know. I forgot the FTD, the new FTD report came out, and there is a shit ton of FTDs compared to what has been going on. Right? Sometimes there's some, but not like as much consistently. Like look at this period where it was actually pretty calm. Well, look at these dates. So when did these FTDs occur? When the news came out about FTX going down, and when all the tokenized things started happening. Well, look at what happened. Look at all the red. A lot of FTDs. And, if we do start to see the price action move, it's going to be because they're actually delivering these, and then the catalyst, right, of the sales of AMC and Avatar and whatnot. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see what the shorts are trying to do here, why they're still in it, why they haven't started to cover. But if they start to panic, guys, if they are forced now and they actually start delivering these, because look, there was the 4.3 million that are due on the 19th, right? And then what I want to point out is, like, look at this on when there was the 9.7 million FTDs, that was on June 28th, 2022. Exactly 35 days later, they actually delivered these. On the 2nd, they were due, and you start to see the price, the green line is the price. So you started to see the price move up. And that was a pretty volatile week, which, that's why I'm saying, okay, right now, right, you have the 4.3 million FTDs that are due on the 19th. So that's coming up. So we want to see if they're going to deliver those, and we're going to start to see some heavy volume and some heavy price action. Now I'm going to scroll back to, of course, the big run up we had in the past. So June and May, right, of 21. Was this action right here, right? So you started to see all these FTDs pile up, and then what happened? We started to see the price correlate when they actually started delivering these, and now look at the dates too, right? So when we had the big run-ups, there was more FTDs that were created, and they were due. This was this section. You had the consistent FTDs here, and when were they due? When we started to have the huge run right here. If you look at the dates right here, right, the 28th, the 31st, the 1st, the 2nd, you have all that there. Now, again, just the similarity, just pointing out the similarity right now, that we just got this new FTD information is ridiculous, because this has been a consistent problem for AMC for a long time. But yeah, these are some intense millions of FTDs, right, that are coming due here. And maybe that's why Adam Aaron has been tweeting, those coded messages that kind of seem to relate, right? I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but they seem to relate to these dates, all right? So I'm excited, guys. I think we're about to see something, because I think the price has been suppressed for so long that it's time to, see something else, because there has been like 9 or 10 red days in a row. And I think they're just trying, the shorts, right, they're just trying to suppress as much as they can, because they know Avatar 2 is about to, pull in some crazy numbers. But yeah, guys, that's the video for today. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you see what I'm seeing in this information, and you understand what's going on and what I'm seeing. But always make your own decisions. Never here to tell you what to do, not to buy, hold, or sell. Do whatever you want. But personally, right, I'm going to continue to hold and see this thing through. But shout out to y'all retail investors. Thanks for coming through. Catch you guys in the next video.